The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Phrasing.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so that
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your phones?
Titty
Has your social
sprinkles.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drop retard. Robocock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, you need to bring it in close. Get ready to hug each other. But before we do that, look at the chat. Fucking BioT Wolf, I didn't even make it past the first one. And he's already out here grabbing ass and grabbing titties. Fucking BioT Wolf, son of a bitch. All right, well, listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Damn it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching anywhere else right now, you too were gooning to the panda in Wuchang Fallen Feathers.
Come
on, man. We know it's true. I saw you guys. I saw you gooning to the panda. Like the stream, boys. All right. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? They got a lot going down. I mean, it is wild, man. Vshojo, Vshojo shutting down, apparently. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the Vshojo nonsense, and I was eventually going to talk about it, only for the company to shut down before I even got a chance to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. We got some more censorship news. We got some Lollipop chainsaw news. We got some Sony news. We got Half-Life 2 news, apparently. We got a new Bleach video game on the horizon. We got a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. But what are you guys checking today? Death montage check? Absolutely not. Wuchang kicks a tree check? That's where you gooned. Greek food check? Fair. Collective shout escalation check? Okay. Big booty Asian girl check? Nice. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan check? Yes, absolutely. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan. How fucked? How fucked? Bounce your boobies for hypnotic check. What the fuck? I will never repent. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Fair enough, BioT Wolf. The shit show check. Absolutely. Hot wings check. Let's go. Let's go. Hypnotic left E for Wuchang. I did not. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Let's like the stream. Come on, let's go, man. We're going to do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in the chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point, but no longer do, and people that swear they were not gooning to the panda in Wuchang, and yet I saw all of you gooning to the panda. Don't fucking lie to me, man. Don't fucking lie to me. I know I saw you gooning to the panda. Don't lie to me. We got Valkyrie. We got Inferno Hell Knight. We got Razio. We got Colonel Ruv, Triple J Jr., Lucky Boy, Schizo Sweets, Monkey Man 04, Colonel Ruv, Matt Fun Cool, Dragon, XL Tomahawk, Cyber Rider, Nick Havoc, St. Hugo, Old Radio Chip, Hypnotic Rapture, Taffy M, Crash Collins on Rumble, Cyrus, Jeremiah Maxwell. We got, how the fuck do you say this name? Crizzy Kofel? I don't know how to say that name. We're going to call you Crizzy. That's what we're going to call you. The Gaming Wolf 87. We got Monkey Man 04. We got the legend Walter Craig. What's up, Walter Craig? Yeah, we're going to talk about that today, man. We got Mr. Melancholy. Lunar Korokimon over on Rumble. What's up, dude? Genetic Spore over on Rumble. Odin Dark. Christopher Lloyd. Courtney over here. What's up, Courtney? Adam Judeman over here on Rumble. Old Man Cat still unsupervised. And we got Tiger King. Who else is here? The True Aztec Warrior. We got Frenchie07. Craig Browning. Guff R35. We got Matthew with the Hero Prees. Those emojis are crazy. We got Stinrox saying, let's fucking go. Shout out to Stinrox. We got Elizabeth Young. Panda Gooners. Absolutely. Chai Tea. What's up, Chai Tea? Leviath. Zelosi over on Rumble. Room the Monkey. We got Marius. Blue Octopussy. We got the Voice of the Water. Oliver. Black Tailgate. Adam C. Kagwana. Chaotic Holy. Mr. Blue Cthulhu says I was good into the oh man. Oh man, not Mr. Blue Cthulhu. Come on, man. You going into the fucking panda? We got Mage Wolf. We got Little Hypnotic. We got Pokey Race. All right, guys. 4 more people, and that's it. 4 more people is all I can afford to call out. Then we got to get on with the show, man. We got a lot we got to talk about. We got Ron DFK. We got Melody Johnson. We got Taffy. We got Funny Boneman with the popcorn. What's up, man? We got Leviathan. We got, who else is here? Yes. We got Dark Obsidian. What's up, Dark Obsidian? We got Ali Kusanagi. What's up, dude? We got Cyrus says, I'm also here. Caught a live stream for once. Hell yeah. Nice, Cyrus. Happy to have you here. Hypnotic and Rapture over on Rumble. Who else is here? Let me scroll down. Nightmare 13. Lamingo Da. Extra Hall. And last but not least, we got oh man. Panda Gooner. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. T-Jazz Art and Comics. Dormant Psych over on Rumble. Diet Spam over on Rumble. And Reaper Knight. And Jackson Helsing. What's up, dude? And Panther. Melody Johnson says, don't forget me. Meanwhile, I called her out already. She's not listening, like typical women. Alucard. Kagami 3K. Chris Day says Goonin. And Raven Rainfall. And Salt the Lich. Salty Surprise. And Platinum Husky. And Mr. Vegeta. All right, guys, listen. I called out an Epic Treasure. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today before we get into the pre-stream legends, which, by the way, we're trying to chase. This show will officially make 100 tier 2s in a row if we are able to hit it today. We got Colonel Ruff say to go down times 7. Repent, motherfucker. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. No feminist, no censorship. The Emperor protects me, so suck it. Okay. It's pretty forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Invulnerability. Oh, I can never say that word, man. Invulnerability frame activate. I gotta say it slow. Return to sender. Then go up by the amount of jokes you think you receive. Too much math. I am going down. Voice of the Water says no censorship. No feminists. No attacking men. No Una reverse. Call Guyver armor. Russian attack in melee. Use Sonic Buster to disorient target. Then fire Mega Masher to destroy all defenses times 1,000. God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lucky Boy says no Jaffe. No Alyssa. Una reverse. Hulkamania. Atomic leg drop. 1, 2, 3. Pin times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Colonel Ruff says to go down times 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ali Kusanagi with the no diddy and to go down times 3. 1, 2, 3. No, man, this fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy, Chicken Senpai BB, man. I banned him a while ago, and now he's back. The profile picture makes it worse. The profile picture makes it immensely worse. Chicken Senpai BB pointing every arrow imaginable to him to try to get the money shot, man. This fucking, you know what? You know what? Fine. Fine. Congratulations, Chicken Senpai BB. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the screen, boys. Like the screen. You're going to go back to being banned, you bastard. You're going to go back to being banned. Look at what Lenny said. Oh, finally, not me. Man, you guys traumatized. You guys traumatized Lenny, man. What'd you do? What did you guys do? All right, man, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. I told you all the topics pretty much at the beginning of the stream. We got Vshojo stuff. Lots of stuff with that. We got Lollipop Chainsaw news. We got Sony buying into Bandai Namco. That is going to be a little bit sussy-wussy, okay? We got Half-Life 2 news, Bleach news. We got itch.io. We got to talk about itch.io and the censorship that is happening over there, which is actually worse than what's happening on Steam, by the way. We got to talk about that. And a bunch of other shit. So, with all that being said, let's go over the number one segment on YouTube. Let's go over the number one segment on Rumble. The number one segment on Twitter, this country, the entire planet, the galaxy, all around the multiverse. This segment is known none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right. It is time for the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. And just a reminder, we are going for a crazy record today. Not only are we aiming for the 412 tier 1 in a row, but we are officially at 99 tier 2s in a row. And today we'll make 100 tier 2s in a row. Absolutely fucking nuts. Thank you guys so much, man. Also, quick shout out to Cult Classic Cage. It's her birthday, or it's about to be her birthday. So happy birthday to Cult Classic Cage. All right, let's do this. I gave her $100 in the hopes that I hit tier 2 100. No, I'm just kidding. I gave it to her because it's her birthday. I tend to do that on people's birthday streams. All right, we got Space Monkey with a 199. Says more lollipop chainsaw. Yes, please. Fair enough. We're going to talk about it. Apparently, you have 2 games in the works. We'll talk about it. BioT Wolf, 19 with a 5. What do you call 2 nuns and a cheerleader? 2 tight ends and a wide receiver. God damn it. Adair Soto gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Adair Soto. I appreciate that, brother. Starting the membership train. And then Monkey Man 04 with the 5. Who does Beyonce call when she needs her roof replaced? All the shingle oh my God. All the shingle ladies. Wow. All the shingle ladies. That's crazy. Holy shit. Adair Soto gifts not 1, but 2 more memberships after the first one. That is 3 memberships. Thank you so much, Adair Soto. I appreciate that. You fucking legend, man. And then Mr. Melancholy with a 2-banger says, F these attention-starved harpies. Sounds about right. Ali Kusanagi gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Ali. Appreciate it. Leviath with a 10 says, the blessings of Nurgle, they got lost last time. Gray the Merchant, new car to transport dead waifus. Colonel Ruv, a life-size Gardevoir. AI included Letty. How to protect your booty hole 101. Praise be. Nice. Very nice, Leviathan. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate you. I don't know what Gray the Merchant is going to do with a transport car, but usually he just throws them in the ocean. But I guess we'll see. We got Little Hypnotic with a 5. Hi, Dad. Congrats on that. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. Me bringing up the whole fucking tier 2 100 streak. I completely forgot that we're also celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating as much as they don't want us to celebrate. We are celebrating because we have. I didn't announce it on Twitter because I'm gonna wait until I get 93,000 maybe. But we are officially celebrating the fact that we have hit. Actually, we blew past it. 92,138 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely nuts. That is nuts, man. Thank you guys so much. The grind is very real. We do this every single day. And, I'm proud. I'm proud of this number, considering that we did it without any, outside big boosts of any kind. I think that's fucking impressive, and I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It just went up again. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's what we're celebrating today. We're celebrating that today. Little Hypnotic says, hi, Dad. Congrats on 92,000. Also, RIP Mr. Hogan. I agree. And Miss Sonia is the best. I agree. Please like the stream. I agree. I agree with all that. Extra Hall with a 5. Help. I have a far left festival music next to me. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Good luck. We hope to see you on the next one. Mr. Vegeta with a 5. Hypno in chat. Did you see Savvy Omania pic I posted on Discord under dark memes? I have not, because I've been out for the majority of the day, aside from when I was streaming on Grifcast today. So I have not. I have not. Chicken Senpai BB for 6 months of legendary status gives 2 fried chicken emojis. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. And then we got Leviath with a 2 banger, says those who use 7 and Money Shot now serve Nurgle. Nice. Very nice. Massive Saber with a 5. Thanks. I lost all my games from itch library and wishlist, all 159 games gone. Dude, Massive Saber, that's fucking crazy. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. The shit with the itch.io is even worse than what happened with Steam. Raptor Kratos with a 5. The Iron Sheik, F the Hulk Hogan, and Fantastic Four is yeah, I've been hearing that Fantastic Four is pretty decent. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Wilder Craig. I mean, not really, because I'm not going to watch it, so it doesn't really matter personally. Wilder Craig for 6 months of legendary status. Hail, Bigot Army. Alimony ended this week. Now, all I need is for the Vshojo executives to become the prison community fleshlights, and it's perfect. Shout out to Wilder Craig, man. Thank you so much, bro, for 6 months of legendary status. You fucking badass. Thank you, man. And then we got Solin the Lich with an ARS 200. He says the Dong of Karma rarely arrives lubed. The Zimzer that tried to deplatform Kirsha woked too close to the sun, trying to criticize the Visa Mastercrap and got feared. One time, him was not lying about something. Why am I not surprised? You can't go against the message, man. These people should know that. Which is why they eat their own all the time. Because eventually, they're going to say something that the hive mind doesn't agree with. And that's it. You're fucked. You're cooked. They hate you more than they hate anybody outside of the hive mind. They hate somebody who changes their mind. But before that, hold on. Wait, that was a Orange Boy. Hold on.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Son the Lich. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. And then we got the one and only beautiful Zexo dropping not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 hypnotic memberships. And since that's the first 5 banger, we're going to rock with the music. Beautiful Zexel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the 5 membership banger. You legend. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Mr. Vegeta with a 2. Hypno, could you show? Savvy and Hulk related. I can try. Let me see. I usually do not do this because I don't want to derail the show, but I will check it out. Let me see. Dark memes. I can't even find dark memes in the fucking Discord right now. There we go. Dank memes. Let me see. Where is this photo? Let's see. What the fuck? That is crazy. I don't see it. Where is it? How much do I got to scroll up to see this shit? I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Like, legitimately, I don't see it at all. And I can't keep holding the show up. If you could find it, I don't know. That would be great. Or have one of the mods send it to me. I don't see it. Hypnotic Rapture for 12 months. Iron Mouse. Vebe. Silver Veil. Maidment. Kason are no longer NDA and spilled all on something and YouTube. Rima Evanstar posted Silver Veil's Pain by Vshojo on something? The fuck is that? With video clips, show and react on it. Congratulations on 92,000. I mean, I'm not going to be able to show and react to all of that shit. I have my own segment planned for the Vshojo stuff. I really don't I don't get into the VTuber shit, like the whole fucking drama with the companies and stuff. I just find this story to be very interesting because the company's essentially admitting wrongdoing by doing what they're doing right now, and it's pretty bad overall. It's pretty bad. So we'll talk about it. We got Beautiful Zexel. Beautiful Zexel for $2 says RIP to the Hulkster Hulk Hogan brother. Dude, man, Hulk Hogan dying is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. But you know what? I mean, listen, it's gonna happen eventually. Hey, is Lumi here? Shout out to Lumi if she's here. Appreciate you. We got Audio Pollution becoming a member all on his own. Shout out to Audio Pollution. Thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. Then Song the Lich with an ARS 100. No clips for me, Hypno. This is not money, Argentinian peso. It's as valuable as bison dollars. Hey, man, listen, I just appreciate you being here. So it's all good. Oh, there she is, Lumi. Lumi for a 5, saying hi from the steel mill. We'll listen while I work. Shout out to Lumi, man. Lumi is in the chat. We are officially gooning now. Lumi is in the ultimate gooner. Shout out to Lumi. Thank you so much. And have fun at work. Try not to get your hand cut off or something. I don't know. Pay attention. Debu for 6 months says, what word is always spelled wrong in the dictionary? Wrong. You bastard. Old Man Cad with a 5. Of all celebrity deaths, one hits hard. Chuck Mangione passed away. Man was a legend in the jazz world and inspired me to learn the trumpet. R.I.P. Dude, I think I saw that. I don't know if I saw that on Discord or something, but I'm pretty sure I saw that. Dragon with a 10. I'm a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I'm a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. See, I'm not going to fuck up this time. That is the theme song for Hulk Hogan. At least his initial theme song anyway. Before the whole NWO nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Remember that shit? Oh, God. So amazing. So amazing. Kyle B with a 2. Still can't believe you haven't looked at your model update yet. Kyle, I think in your mind, I don't know, maybe I don't know. In your mind, I think that you think that I'm just at my computer 24/7, which I don't blame you because I do a lot of work, obviously, here. But Kyle, I got to be honest with you. When I am not streaming, I am trying my best to not be at my computer. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to be physically active and go out there into the planet and try to touch the blue sky. Not that blue sky though. Hey, not the one the leftists touch. The blue sky that the leftists touch. No, we don't touch that one. We don't touch that one. No, but seriously, bro, I barely get to even read my messages or any. That's why I have mods on Discord, is because I'm not even on Discord half the time. I'm trying to be, but I appreciate you, bro. And then we got Nico with a CLP 10,000. Shout out to Nico, CLP 10,000.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Thank you so much, Nico. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. People are saying, don't you mean touch grass? No. See, touching grass, that's too boring. Okay, you got to go one step. You got to reach for the sky, right? You got to fly as a void being. You got to fly into the netherworld. That's what I tried to do, man. Try to not be stuck in the computer. It's a little bit difficult considering the profession, but listen, I get it. We got Mr. Spanglish for $4.99. He says, hell yeah, with what I heard about Lollipop Chainsaw, I would love to suck on. Wow, my God, bro. My God. Holy shit. He said, I would love to suck on Juliet's lollipop. Wait, what? Pause. Bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Holy shit. That's crazy. Lumi, look what you caused. Lumi, you still in here? I know that was you. I know that was you turning these guys into mega gooners. Is that why they're gooning on the Panda and Wuchang? Come on. Come on. Let's admit it. I know it's true. All right, guys, let's move over to Rumble. Let's move over to Rumble as we work our way towards tier 1 and eventually, hopefully, tier 2. I would love to hit 100 tier 2s in a row. I really would. After that, whatever happens, happens. We got Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5 on Rumble. He says, this whole censorship fiasco actually gives me hope. That so many people are openly fighting it, despite them going after porn, is great. People are just fed up and know how it ends now. I agree. Honestly, I was talking with some guys in the chat earlier, and I was saying, like, this whole situation is eerily reminiscent of what happened last year at the beginning, right? When Sweet Baby Inc. and the whole Alyssa Mercante thing and the companies lying by omission and, you know, trying to be very insidious with a lot of things they do, but then they don't want anybody to know at the same time. And then they gaslight you into saying it's not happening. But then when it happens in front of your face, they're like, well, it's actually not that big of a deal. First, it wasn't happening. Now, oh, it's happening, but it's not that big of a deal. It's like, it's very eerily reminiscent, right? I would even almost call this Gamergate 3 at this point. The real one, not the one started by the furries. Seriously, it's very eerily reminiscent. Collective Shout is essentially the new SBI. And the payment processors are the ones that are, you know, being a little bit insidious. I don't know. I just find it interesting. We got Anime Mania 500 with $1 on Rumble. Says, what's up, Hypno? Congrats on 92,000 subs. Keep up the great work, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I'm trying my best. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. Hulk Hogan had to overcome serious mental issues in order to be famous. He had to wrestle Mania RIP brother. Yeah, man. It's. I remember watching like his backstory and whatnot. Just all the shit that he went through in real life. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. I like Hulk Hogan shirts, but they're a ripoff. Rip, brother. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these like big time wrestlers, a lot of their stuff is super expensive. It's always going to be a fucking ripoff usually. Okay. Oh, hold on. We got one more that snuck in. We got Tifa Lockhart sneaking it in. 5 months of legendary status. Oh, I did miss the joke. I get it. Hulk Hogan. It's a ripoff because he rips his shirt. I missed the joke. Sorry. I'm a little tired today. Tifa Lockhart for 5 months. Can't wait to pop Juliet. Wink, wink. Anyways, have a great stream, Hypno. Thank you, Tifa Lockhart. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Where are we at, man? Are we fully caught up? We are fully caught up. No, we're not. I just fucking lied. I just lied. Genetic Spore with $1. It's seemingly not mentioned as much, but RIP Chuck Mangione. I'm pretty sure one of my kids was made during his song Feels So Good. This week sucks. Didn't somebody mention that in the YouTube chat? I'm almost positive somebody mentioned that in the YouTube chat in a super chat. I got to look through it. Gray the Merchant with $1. South Park is back. No holds bar. I can't wait to see. Vshojo Gun Run. Suffer, bitch. Suffer. We are gooning and keep up to 100K. We are doing this, everyone. Love. I do need a new car. Get that new car, bro. Get it. And then Peaches and Cream for 9 months says, congrats on 92,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, Peaches and Cream. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, boys. Like the stream. We are going to get into the content. We are going to get into the content. Let us begin with first some fast topics, because that's what we always do, right? Fast topic number 1. We're going to talk about Bleach. Apparently, there is a new Bleach video game that is getting leaked right now. Hot on the heels of the release of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which, by the way, I played Bleach Rebirth of Souls. It was okay. Right? It was okay. It was one of those things where if you want to basically experience the entire anime, but in video game format, you could go play that game. If you're looking for a super serious online fighting game, you're not going to find it there. That's just the truth of it. It's one of those things where It's like you play it. Honestly, I played it for the single player experience. To be fair, I saw people try to play the online experience, and I know Mike Hollow. Shout out to Mike Hollow. He's like the number one ranked person in the whole fucking game. But to be fair, also not many people are playing it like that. But he played it extensively, and I watched him stream some gameplay of it from a competitive standpoint, and it really is lacking a lot. It's lacking a lot. It was a bit of a letdown, I'm not going to lie to you. But from a single player standpoint, it was okay. I still rated it positively because of the amount of content in the story mode. I think it's a lot of content. It really is. And there's a lot of different characters that you could use. It's pretty cool in that regard. But if you're looking for multiplayer, you're not going to find it. You are not going to find it there, unfortunately. But in any case, an upcoming Bleach game called Bleach Mirrors High has been leaked. Fans of the Bleach anime and manga may be excited to learn that there could be even more in the works. Bleach has had a ton of video game releases over the years, with the latest launching in 2025, which we already spoke about. The Bleach franchise is wasting no time on producing another game. It seems with a new title called Bleach Mirrors High in the works. The leak comes courtesy of a new trademark registered in Europe by Shueisha, the manga's publisher. The trademark was filed on July 23rd, 2025, and notably classifies the trademark under categories 9 and 41 of the NICE classification system, which are typically used when filing for video games. The aforementioned predecessor, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, used the same classifications on its own European trademark, further cementing the likelihood of the new title being a console and or PC game. So we will see what ends up happening with this. That's really fast, though. Like, I mean, these guys just came out with this Bleach game, so I don't know where they're at in development for this. Nobody really knows too much, to be honest with you. But you know, I'm sure it's going to come out relatively quickly. They're going to want to get these games out as fast as possible. Quick topic number 2, we got Half-Life 2. This is nothing crazy. It's just I find it interesting because obviously, you know, everybody knows like the rumors about Half-Life 3. People keep talking about Half-Life 3 is going to happen, totally going to happen. I never believe it until it actually happens. But Half-Life 2 apparently has gotten an update this month, which is just ironic for a game that's so old. And people that try to spring this as, well, this is proof there might be a continuation coming soon. And I'm like, not really. Maybe. But if you haven't played Half-Life 2 yet, maybe go check it out. It's an awesome game. This one is a little bit of a fast topic / not so fast topic, because this is a little bit concerning. Anytime Sony gets their hands on something, little bit concerning. So Sony apparently has purchased stake in the Elden Ring publisher, citing a supposed strategic partnership. I got to be honest with you, man. I don't like Sony getting involved in anything. And I know that this is something that's been talked about for a while, right? The whole, Sony's going to buy out Bandai Namco has been talked about for a while. People were scared about it. People were like, oh my God, they're going to fuck things up. The games are going to be terrible from now on, you know. But in any case, Sony has announced a major investment in Bandai Namco Holdings, framing it as a strategic partnership. Valued at over $460 million, the move will see Sony acquire a minority stake in the Elden Ring publisher. Known as Namco Bandai until 2015, Bandai Namco is one of the major entities in the Japanese video game industry, with a market capitalization of over $21 billion. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, dude. $21 billion. As of late July 2025, before Bandai and Namco merged in 2005. Namco had already established itself as a key Sony partner, having developed numerous titles for the first 2 PlayStation consoles. So this long-standing relationship is now evolving through a new partnership that Sony announced on July 24th, framing it as a supposed strategic business alliance. I don't like the idea of Sony allying with anybody, really, that puts out games that I enjoy. I really worry for From Software. I don't know about you guys, but I really do. I worry about From Software. I already see some of the influence, outside influence with games like Elden Ring, Night Rain. I feel like things are going to start changing pretty rapidly, but I guess we'll see. The deal is valued at 68 billion yen, or $463 million. Going by today's exchange rates, Sony will thus become a minority shareholder of Bandai Namco with a 2.5% stake. That's crazy that $460 million is 2.5%. It's fucking nuts. The two companies plan to combine their strengths to co-create content, specifically leveraging Bandai Namco's anime and manga expertise, while also pursuing other synergies. Additional motivations include expanding fan engagement, investing in shared entertainment technologies, and growing IP-based products and services. I just worry because, like, I have some manga that was published by Bandai Namco. Most of it is pretty much out of print at this point, but I do have some manga that's published by Bandai Namco, and I just hope that Sony does not fuck with a lot of the, manga releases, I suppose. Investing in shared entertainment and all that nonsense. Both companies hope that the collaboration will accelerate growth in areas with high international demand, such as anime. So chances are we'll probably see Sony dipping their hands more in that, which is very, very worrisome, in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll follow this story. The Bandai Namco investment was announced only 8 months after Sony formalized a similar business alliance with From Software parent company, Kodokawa Corporation. Once this 2025 deal, for which no official timeline has yet been provided, is completed, the Japanese entertainment giant will own minority stakes in both the Elden Ring developer and the publisher. This is so fucked. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even funny. I worry about From Software. I really do. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it just at that because it's fucking gay, bro. It's gay. And honestly, anime, I think there's going to be a big fight over anime, right? I really do. Because what's the fucking company that shut down, man? Why am I drawing a blank, dude? Why am I drawing a blank? What's the company that shut down? God, why am I drawing a blank? What company shut down recently? Funimation. Funimation was shut down, right? Was it Funimation? No, not Vshojo. Not Vshojo. Funimation. Yeah, Funimation shut down, right? So when Funimation shut down, what ended up happening was Crunchyroll was like, oh shit, it is time to fucking go, baby. And they went so crazy that they like doubled their prices, doubled their yearly subscription, all that shit, right? And I just worry that there's going to be a huge fight over anime now. I mean, maybe it's probably a good thing, competition-wise. Maybe it's a good thing. But when Funimation shut down, Crunchyroll went wild with their prices. So maybe if Sony gets involved and decides to want to, jump in on the anime train and puts money behind it, maybe they can compete even a little bit with Crunchyroll. I doubt it, to be honest with you. Crunchyroll has all the weebs, but still, it's never good. It's never good. Oh, Sony owns Crunchyroll? Oh, forget about it. I didn't even realize that. Never mind. Seriad says Sony owns Crunchyroll. Forget about it. It's purely fucking monopolized. It's purely monopolized. Never mind. I didn't even realize that. Oh my God. What a fucked up world. Oh, damn. Oh, that sucks. Well, there's that. Funimation was like 3 years ago, though. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's a recent thing. I'm saying that when that happened, when Funimation shut down, Crunchyroll went crazy with their prices, doubling damn near everything. And ever since then, has essentially had a pretty strong monopoly on anime and all of that shit. And it looks like that's not going to change anytime soon. So it is what it is. Let's move on. I think we got all the fast topics done now. Nope, we got one more. Lollipop Chainsaw. What am I talking about? So let's talk about Lollipop Chainsaw. Lollipop Chainsaw, apparently, the game and the anime will not have excessive DEI restrictions. But the key word here is excessive, right? That leads me to believe that there will be at least some, perhaps anyway, some restrictions here and there. I don't really know, but let's see. Let's scroll down. Last week, it was revealed that the Lollipop Chainsaw franchise is being expanded with several new projects Now, the teams at Nada Holdings and Dragami Games have offered a little more information, unveiling a new game and an anime adaptation. Now, I didn't realize, I knew there was a new game coming, but I didn't realize there was going to be an anime. I had no idea there was going to be an anime for Lollipop Chainsaw, so that's very interesting. In a statement posted to the Nada Holdings site, it was confirmed that development is already underway on the new game, but a comment about DEI posted at the end of the article has some fans concerned. In 2012, Lollipop Chainsaw emerged as a slightly bizarre and raunchy slasher, charging players to assume control of teenage cheerleader with a massive chainsaw and a hate for zombies. And obviously, Repop got accused of some censorship, very little. But the latest news in the franchise has revealed that a new game is in development and an anime is being planned. However, a comment posted at the end of the recent blog has some fans worried about what's yet to be delivered. It says, as with the original, oh man, I have this is going to be a problem. As with the original, the new title aims to recreate a world rich in dark humor. The development process will prioritize staying true to the distinctive tone and spirit of the original work without imposing excessive creative restrictions in the name of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Gamers on both sides of the fence for and against DEI have expressed their own issues with that statement on social media. That's actually a pretty good thing. Lollipop Chainsaw wasn't controversial, but it was pushing the boundaries a little back in 2012. For instance, there was an achievement to be unlocked for successfully looking up the protagonist's skirt, which, as we know, a lot of modern-day journalists are probably not going to be very happy about that. They're actually probably going to be very upset about it. I know they were complaining when Lollipop Chainsaw Repop came out. But again, it's all about exactly what is the definition of excessive? Are they going to have some censorship? Are they going to have some DEI? Like, what exactly does that mean by excessive? This is where I start to kind of raise an eyebrow over this comment, because it seems like they want to stay true to the original tone, spirit of the original work. That's great, fine. But when you say excessive creative restrictions, well, what's excessive? Because then you could be doing something that you might deem not excessive, but the players out there might deem it excessive. Or they might deem it, some form of DEI or whatever. So it all depends on their definition of what it means to be excessive. But in any case, Lollipop Chainsaw wasn't controversial, but it was pushing the boundaries back in 2012. It's hard to tell what Nada Holdings and Dragami Games was anticipating by mentioning the DEI comment in the blog post. And to be fair, I kind of feel like every person has their own idea of what DEI means to them. Because whenever I ask someone, I'm like, hey, what's DEI? You kind of get different answers all the time. But for the most part, they're pretty much in the same sphere, which usually revolves, especially around changing things that were one way into something completely, totally different just for the sake of diversity points, when everybody knows what's going on. Everybody could see it from a mile away what's happening. And you're out here gaslighting people and saying, no, we just totally wanted to go in this direction. Yeah, you and everybody else are doing the same thing at the same time. I highly doubt that. You all have the same exact direction every single time. Highly doubt that. So we shall see what ends up happening with their upcoming game and their anime. I'm actually pretty curious what the anime is going to be like. Is it going to be westernized anime, or is it going to be real anime? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's cut this off. Yeah, it's a little bit sus. It's definitely a little bit sus for sure. Let's cut this off. We're going to catch up on super chats, and then we're going to get into the first main topic of the evening. And I guess we can make it Vshojo. We're going to talk about Vshojo. We're going to talk about Wuchang, and we're going to talk about itch.io. That's going to be the three main topics. We got some hot fucking topics to talk about. Where we got Mr. Vegeta for 3 forwarded to you on Discord. Sorry, try not to bug you. Let's see. Where are we at? Holy shit. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck is this? This is crazy. This is crazy. You guys are nuts, man. Holy shit, Savio-mania. That is crazy, bro. Oh my god. You're insane, bro. The Twin Towers, really? It's fucking wild. That is wild, bro. Even I think that's why. God damn. Cyber Rider for $4.99. Please don't tell me Sony is going to ruin From Software now. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. You know, From Software has been doing some extremely sus things lately. I don't like the direction of Elden Ring Night Rain. I feel like I've been pretty vocal about that. I understand I got to put more time into it, more hours into it, and I will do it. I will do it. Like I'm not one of those people that says I will do it. But my thing is, like, when I played that game initially, I just was so let down. And it could be for a multitude of reasons. I'm going to give it another chance, and then I'll come back and see if I feel the same way. But as of right now, they are doing a little bit of sus things, you know, between the exclusive game coming out on Switch or timed exclusive, whatever you want to call it, and then Elden Ring Night Rain with the whole roguelite fucking online, whatever. I don't know. I don't like what they're doing. Just give me my single-player Souls games, you know? Dragon with a 10. When Crunchyroll took over, censorship was run by collective Karens. Sounds about right. Sounds about right, Dragon. Thank you so much for the 10. Brew for 8 months. Where's the $10,000 Gundam? Heard you suck at the games. Have a cozy stream and watch out for the bees. Sure. I don't suck at games. But I can understand why people want to say that. Thank you, Brew, for 8 months of legendary status, man. You fucking rock, dude. Thank you. Where are we at? We got... Let me scroll up. We got Hypnotic Rapture for $1. Show the Rima Evenstar X post on Silver Veil's abuse at the hands of Vshojo CEO. He verbally abused her, silenced her, and forced her out of the company while slandering her and hurting her financially. Again, this is not going to be the only time I'm going to probably cover this. I'm probably going to have another segment, probably tomorrow. We'll see. I'm just covering the shutdown right now and the Iron Mouse stuff. That's what I'm covering for today. I can't cover every fucking VTuber. It's crazy, bro. Like the amount of shit that happens with the VTubers is crazy. Deadeye's Lock with $1 says Ozzy Osbourne, then Hulk Hogan. This is sad. Also, itch.io needs to grow a pair instead of handing their nuts over like Visa and MasterCard. Well, just like Steam, they really don't have a choice. You know, it's kind of the problem that we're in right now. They really don't have a choice. This is companies subverting the law and trying to become the Karens of the entire world and tell you what you can and cannot consume that is legal fictional content. That is the problem. And they're trying to take all of that and essentially try to make it into this thing where they're trying to paint it as illegal. Like they're trying to paint the content that they're trying to get censored as illegal, but the mask is going to come off. You're eventually going to see them go after every little thing, which I kind of think they already are. You know, but this whole thing is going to get so out of hand so fast. It already is, but it's going to get even worse. It's going to get to the point where people are really going to wake up. And I think that the ones that are advocating for the censorship, you know, mostly the lefties, because they love that shit. They love being under communism. The lefties, even themselves, are going to wake up because eventually that censorship is going to come for them and stuff that they like. All those gooner LGBTQ games that they like that allows them to fuck refrigerators and furries and all that shit. Guess what's going to end up happening to those games once these other, you know, more, I guess, traditional adult games get targeted? It's going to come after them. It's only a matter of time, bro. And then you're going to sit there. You're going to be like, hey, guys, we don't got to censor this. This is inclusive, right? You guys care about that, right? Nope. You're going to look at them and you're going to truly believe that you can stop them. You're going to look at them and think they're going to stop when you say so. That's what you believe. And then what ends up happening is you're going to be looking at everybody to spread your cause. You're going to be like, hey, man, can you talk about this? What they're doing is not fair. It's crazy. The censorship. Can you talk about this? I'm going to be like, nope. I'm good. You reap what you fucking sow. You reap what you sow. So anyway, we'll talk about that though. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. Let me scroll down. Rumble's good. Shout out to Rumble. And YouTube is good. All right. Thank you guys so much again for the pre-stream. In a row. Let's see if we can make it happen. We got some gifted games. Apparently, We got some gifted games. Let me check to see what is going on here. Gifted games. Old Man Cad and Mr. Rouge, it looks like. Let's see what these guys did. Hold on. We got Old Man Cad gifting, what's this? Yo-Yo Monkey Adventure. He says, why shouldn't you fight a group of monkeys? Because they use guerrilla warfare. I'll swing my way out. This fucking guy, man. I swear to God. I swear. Old man, bro. Old Man Cat. Old Man Cat. Unsupervised. Unsupervised. And then Mr. Rouge, he just simply says, enjoy. And he gifted Mage Arena, a co-op PvP experience about using your voice to cast spells in the Mage Arena. Really? That sounds interesting, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. We managed to play like 2 random indie games the other day, which was pretty fun. We got to experience that, so I'm always down. I'm always down. Thank you so much, Mr. Rouge. You absolute fucking legend. I appreciate that, man. It was Old Man Jank who sent that? Oh, Old Man Jank. My bad. My bad. Old Man Jank. There's too many old mans. There's too many old mans. You got Old Man Jank. You got Old Man Cad. You got old. Shout out to Old Man Jank. Thank you so much. All right, let's spam some Mr. Rouge emojis in the chat right now. And let's get into the content. First bit of news. We're going to cover Vshojo. Let's do here. So the Vshojo news is pretty wild, obviously. I didn't get to cover it completely when it first happened. Old Man Kaz says, I send furry games. Fucking guy. I didn't get to cover it when it first happened a couple of days ago. I think it happened like 3 days ago or something like that with Iron Mouse. And keep in mind, I had no idea who Iron Mouse was. I don't follow the VTube world. I really don't. Like, I genuinely don't. I have no idea who any of these people are. I had to quickly research them. I'm sure she's gigantic. She's huge in the VTube world. But we have some information now. And because, again, she made a video the other day accusing Vshojo of essentially holding about, I believe, $500,000 from herself that she was going to donate to an immune deficiency charity, which I believe Vshojo hasn't even really answered for yet, even with the shutdown. Part of me feels like they're shutting it down to try to avoid paying that. But we'll see. We're going to talk about it because this is pretty huge. It's all happening very, very quickly. Very quickly. Nobody expected this to happen, at least not right now anyway. Plus, they didn't pay their VTubers. I mean, it's a fucking mess. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it. All right, here we go. So if you guys are not aware, the VTuber agency known as Vshojo has come under fire recently because a lot of the issues that were put to the spotlight from the VTuber Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse put out there that Vshojo was not paying their employees, did not even pay her, and then on top of that too, was withholding about $500,000 from her that she was going to donate to an immune deficiency charity of some kind. Now, apparently, just a couple of days after the expose, where Iron Mouse just completely exposed pretty much everything and left the company and said she was no longer affiliated with Vshojo, the company completely steps down and shuts down, which is completely mind-blowing. I don't think anybody saw this happening within a couple of days, and yet here we are. So the headline reads, VTuber agency Vshojo shuts down after talent exodus. Keep in mind, it wasn't just Iron Mouse that left. Other VTubers were leaving as well, whether in solidarity or whether in the fact that they weren't getting paid also. It's this whole cluster that was going on over there. And they said, I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing right now, wrote the CEO, Justin Ignacio. So this is Iron Mouse, the VTuber Iron Mouse, who made the claims of unpaid funds, including a $500,000 charity donation. And again, the agency that billed itself as supposedly being talent first is shutting down. Vshojo CEO Justin Gunrun Ignacio made the announcement today on X, writing, I take full responsibility for the decisions that led to this point. Now, I have the tweet here, and I'm sure, first off, we're going to read the tweet. Second off, you guys can probably imagine what the comments look like I will say this: when it comes to the VTuber community, especially like real VTubers like this, their fan bases are truly like fanatic. They will go above and beyond when it comes to their VTubers getting any kind of slight like this. And I can only imagine what the comments are going to be like. We're going to try to look at some of them, but I'm scared to go through them because I'm sure some of them are pretty wild. But let's look at the actual post here. So this was posted by Vshojo over on X, and it says, Vshojo, just simply, Vshojo has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into the situation that you're all witnessing right now. So today I am sharing the difficult news that Vshojo is going to be shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. So again, I don't know if this entire thing is meant to try to deflect, any potential lawsuits that may come their way or any potential investigation that may come their way, because we're talking about a lot of money, right? We're not talking about a little amount of money. There is a lot of money in this company. There was a lot of money in these VTubers. Iron Mouse is extremely popular apparently, and I'm sure there's a lot of money that gets funneled into that channel. So this is a pretty big problem. And I just find it very interesting that they are suddenly shutting down just a couple of days after being accused of this, right? They didn't even bother fighting it. They didn't bother, fighting the allegations, nothing. They're just like, we're shutting down. It is what it is. It's over. And that's it. Apparently, he's tried to fundraise the money. Apparently, he can't fundraise the money. Who really knows? But over the past few years, he says we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits. To achieve long-term sustainability, our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debut investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. I did always find it very interesting that a lot of these VTube companies, they will not allow you to keep your identity if you were to ever leave that company. And it's really scummy, right? It's really fucking scummy because they know how difficult it is to start a brand new, I guess you could call it identity. But realistically, things have gotten a lot easier now than it used to be. It's obviously very hard to start a new YouTube channel from scratch. But the simple truth is that if you are a big enough VTuber in these other companies and they let you go or you quit or whatever happens, if you were to remake your identity and people knew about it right away, you're going to get a lot of your following back pretty quickly. Luckily, thanks to social media, you could get the word out there pretty quickly. But still, it's still not a good thing. It's pretty fucking scummy, to be honest with you. And it's very reminiscent of like WWE. I know WWE does that with a lot of their wrestlers. Not all of them, though. There are some wrestlers, they're allowed to keep their name. Some wrestlers are allowed to keep their identity, keep their name, but a lot of them weren't able to. And it becomes this big issue. But anyway, let's continue. So they tried to do a supposed creative first approach. Clearly, that didn't work. And despite all efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue that was needed to sustain that model. And eventually, we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs. And I firmly believed, based on the information available to us, that we will be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. Oh, so they're flat out saying they're not paying it. They're flat out saying they're not paying the $500,000 that was meant for charity. They're not paying it. They said that they tried to. Well, let me rephrase. They're saying that at some point they thought that they would be able to actually do it, and they thought that they would be able to raise investment capital to cover the costs. But because they weren't able to do it, they've decided to stop. That's crazy. That is insane. They are not going to pay the $500,000. Why am I not surprised? So Justin says, I am deeply sorry to all the talents, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. So he's trying to do this from like a whole, I don't know, like, oh, I'm really sad about this. I'm sad it's gotten to this point, blah, blah. And I'm sure he is, because I'm sure he was doing very well for himself, probably, considering, what we've heard in terms of money not going to their talent. But this is a really big problem. And I don't know if he thinks by shutting down the company that he's not going to be able to get sued, but I guarantee you there is going to be a lawsuit at some point, whether it's a singular lawsuit by one popular VTuber or whether it's a class action lawsuit by multiple VTubers. This is going to be a big, big fucking problem. Absolutely. Because there's no way that you're thinking you're going to be able to run away with $500,000 plus. By the way, it's not even just 500 grand. This person owes money to some VTubers, personally, like he owes them money. So this is really, really insane stuff. Now let's look at the comments and entertain that for a little bit. We got Rev says, Desu says, sorry, we selfishly gobbled up the fund made by our creators, including those dedicated to charity, on the foolish assumption that we would get further funding, which we probably would have taken as well. That is a fact, by the way. So he's trying to make it seem as if they were totally going to give the money when they got money to cover their costs, but I guarantee you it probably wasn't going to happen. Let's be real. Tectone says, laughing my ass off, fuck all of y'all. Asmodgold says, so what about the $500,000 for charity? Is that going to be donated still, or is it something that needs to be investigated? Not to mention all the unpaid talent fees. I'm telling you right now, it needs to be investigated. I know Iron Mouse has a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. I know they're working on something behind the scenes. I remember listening to her original statement, which we're going to go over in a second, of her saying that, she can't really say much. They got lawyers working on it. This company, this person, Justin, whoever this is, they're going to get absolutely royally fucked. There's no way. There's no doubt about it. Jay Viper says stealing isn't mismanagement. FYI, I agree. We got Parrot for Chan says, I thought I knew mismanagement with Nietzsche. Mines, I stand corrected. Vshojo, I wasn't familiar with your game. Holy shit. You got shoe on head just flat out laughing. This is fucking insane. Casey says, I didn't know. I didn't understand. Convenient but despicable words. Lucy says, you didn't know how $500,000 suddenly got added to the bank account? You're not aware of the huge fundraising campaigns your own talents do? Even when it's a charity event that breaks records and has the entire community talking about it? Jesus Christ. Well, see, that's the problem, right? So when you look at this stuff, you have to look at it one of two ways, okay? You have to look at it as you have to believe within yourself that this person is actually retarded, or you have to believe within yourself that they are being malicious. It's only one of the two. It can't be anything else, right? So if you are retarded, then maybe you shouldn't have been running a business. But I would like to believe that you are not this stupid. I would be more likely to believe that you are actually so smart that you thought you could get away with this. That's what I would like to believe personally. But if you really want people to think you're that stupid, nobody's going to believe that. That's why these words that they put out there that make it sound like they're so dumb and they totally mismanage everything. You knew exactly what you were doing. Scooch-Chan says, oh, fuck you, dude. At least learn to lie better since you already know so well how to use and abuse people around you. Shy Lily says, we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. Brother, you've somehow been bleeding $11 million while maintaining the most successful and biggest VTuber roster in Western history and figured that all just go away on its own? Oh, to spew bullshit so confidently. What a weird way to say so basically I've been sitting ducks while watching the ship sink instead of sitting down with the talents and explaining the situation and finding ways to fix the business model. We went about hiring more and bigger talent to rake in more profits to cover our incompetence. Also, I had no idea what the $500,000 was supposed to be for and never questioned it or checked the books. Oops. That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's like, why would anybody sit here thinking that they are going to believe a single word that Justin says? Nobody looks at their bank account, sees $500,000 show up, and says to themselves, gee, how did that get there? Was that a mistake? Did God put that in there? Am I getting blessed today? Oh, praise the Lord. Like nobody does that, bro. Nobody does that. So in any case, let's go back to the article. We can look at the initial comment by Iron Mouse. It says, she says, Vshojo has failed. And I miss, oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. There was supposed to be a comment here from Iron Mouse. If I can't find it, I'll just add it to the video later. That's okay. Here we go. Earlier this week, Vshojo came under fire as Iron Mouse, the agency's top-performing VTuber, announced she was leaving the company over a missing $500,000 charity donation and her own unpaid funds. Her departure triggered a mass exodus of Vshojo talent, with 12 of the company's 13 creators officially announcing their own split from the company, and some also claiming unpaid wages as their reason. Ignacio's announcement alluded to Vshojo's financial difficulties. My God, dude. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. One person can make massive change. This is what we talk about all the time. And Iron Mouse being the first one to leave set the stage for the dominoes to fall. The house of cards fell. And now 12 out of the 13 creators all announced they were leaving the company within the span of a couple of days, resulting in the company shutting down shortly after. That is a massive fuck around and find out moment for this company, and I'm sure it's going to go down in VTuber history as one of the biggest corporate feltings that we have seen in quite some time. So anyway, shout out to Iron Mouse. Great job. Again, I never really knew of her before this, but regardless whether I knew about her or not, I can clearly see that she fought for what was right. Hopefully they could get that charity money. I believe she did another charity run that did over $700,000 plus recently. So great for her. Keep doing it. And it's clear, man, like if you're going to run a company like this, don't fuck around with the people who are working and making you money like this. These VTubers make insane amount of money, right? This company probably could have made crazy amount of money if it just did right by its employees, but the person was too busy trying to sneak funds away. That was basically it. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this? What do you think about this entire scenario? Can you believe that Vshojo is shutting down? Do you think Vshojo is getting sued? Let me know in the comments about that. Do you think Vshojo is going to get sued even though they are closing down the company? Whatever you may believe, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoy the content, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. In the chat, people are saying she got over $1 million. She raised, God, that's amazing. Good for her, man. She raised over $1 million. That's fucking awesome. And she did it within a couple of days. That's amazing. Good job for her. Good job for all the creators that left that company. Oh, I agree. $500,000 does not just disappear like that. Obviously. Yeah, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I think that there is absolutely going to be a major investigation. And if it's not a lawsuit, it's going to be an arrest. Something's going to happen there. I wouldn't be surprised if it is an arrest, considering the amount of money that just went missing. That just magically fucking disappeared, according to them, and now they're shutting down the company. Yeah, I'm gonna say there might be an arrest in the future. We shall see. But again, shout out to Iron Mouse. Great job on that. Zelda says, I say sue before they get a chance to close. They can sue after it closes, I'm pretty sure. Vshojo is in California and legally in trouble. That's what I was thinking. T-Jab says we are 127.39 away from tier 1. Thank you, T-Jab. Hopefully we could get past that to tier 2. We're trying to get to 100 tier 2s in a row officially today. Let's see if we can make that happen. Did we get anything on Rumble before we continue? I think YouTube's clear. Let me check Rumble really quick. I gotta scroll up. You think that guy's going to jail? Probably. I would almost bet money that guy's going to jail, or at least getting arrested, and then he's gonna try to bail himself out with that $500,000. If he needs bail money, suddenly the $500,000 is going to show up again. How much you would have bet? How much you would have bet? Secret Final Boss. Look at that legend, man. Iron Mouse has already started legal proceedings that she has advised not to discuss at the moment. Yeah, I know. So I talked about that during the video. I really am curious. I'm very curious what's happening with that. But we shall see. We shall see. Oh shit. Holy shit. Well, that's tier 1. That's almost tier 2, but that's tier 1. Holy fuck. Mr. Rouge coming in strong with a 50 membership. Ultra best.
走りだと鳥に下げたスタート吹くから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深め未来今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to Mr. Rouge getting us to a legendary 412 tier 1s in a row. And we are now closer than ever to the official 100 tier 2s in a row. Shout out to Mr. Rouge, man, for getting us closer to that. What an absolute fucking boss. I got to get a Mr. Rouge clip, man. I really do. I really do, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Rouge, for the 50 memberships. I see everybody getting memberships right now. Right now from Mr. Rouge. If you got memberships from Mr. Rouge, make sure to say thank you. Scrap Gamer for a 5. I know it's a long shot, but anyway, to get Iron Mouse on SNH, bro, that's not going to happen. I mean, I could reach out. I could definitely reach out, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Let me be very clear. Highly doubt it. But hey, maybe I'll reach out. We'll see. I don't want to bother someone who's in legal trouble right now. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, I know that you're potentially going to be suing this company, but would you like to come on SNH? Like, that's crazy. Wait, is that a glitch or is that another one? Is that a glitch? Is that another one? That's another one. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Mr. Rouge got us to tier 2 for the 100th stream in a row. Holy shit! Holy shit, man. 100 streams in a row. I remember when our biggest streak for tier 2 was like 34. I remember I remember when our biggest streak was like 34. And now, thanks to all of you over the last 100 streams, we have gotten to tier 2 100 times. That is like, I don't even know what to even make of that. I legit don't know what to make of that. But all I could say is thank you, man. That is, we don't have a tier 3, Odin. We don't have a tier 3 anymore, sadly, but that's okay. Holy shit, man. Mr. Rouge Thank you so much for the double 50 banger. You fucking legend, man. God damn. We fucking did it, man. 100 tier 2s in a row. 412 tier 1s in a row. 412 streams in a row. What kind of number is that? It's crazy, man. Yeah, we don't have a tier 3, unfortunately. Tier 3 got killed, but that's okay. That's okay. Mr. Rouge, thank you. Speaking of legends, we cannot forget this guy. Bud! This guy's another one, man. This guy is another one, bro. Bud is a fucking legend himself. Another legend himself dropping a massive 20 membership ultra banger. What a goddamn, bro. I don't even know what to make of it. Shout out to Bud with the 20 membership ultra banger. Thank you so much, brother. Holy fuck. Mr. Rouge screams membership train. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it might be a little bit of a membership train. Perhaps 120 memberships plus. I would probably say so. I'd probably say so. Thank you, Bud. I appreciate that, man. I hope everything's good with you too. Chai T with a 2. Vshojo talent unable to talk, but try interviewing Nux. Yeah, I know people said to try to get Nux on as well. I'm trying, man. Like people say, get Savvy on, get fucking Nux on, get Kirsha on. Now Iron Mouse. It's like, bro, they have to respond. You know what I mean? Like I send out the invitation, and if they don't respond, they don't respond. I'm not going to chase people. I'm not the kind of person to chase people. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like if they want to do it, great. If not, then it is what it is. BioT Wolf with a 2 says 100 hypnotic. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Fucking legend. BioT Wolf's another legend. You guys are all legends, man. K Styles for 13 months of legendary status. How about for a celebration of 100 tier 2? Maybe a special return of live hypnotic. So, great idea, but literally impossible. Because pretty much the entire original outfit is gone. So there's nothing I could do about that. The goggles, all that stuff is gone. And to be honest with you, for branding purposes, I'd rather just stay as V2. But I'm thinking about ways to upgrade the V2 model. I want to do it. I want to do a 3-phase model that transforms into something more and more epic every time we hit a tier. You know what I mean? So like I was thinking about maybe doing a V2 model where I start off first as like this, and then the second form is like, I don't know, a fucking Gundam or something. And then the third form is something ridiculous. Like we transform into like, I don't know, the Freedom Gundam or something. I think it would be really sick. It'd be really sick. I don't know. Either do it for that or maybe do it for Griffcast. I don't know. But I want a and every single transforming model will come with its own clip that I'm going to pay an anime artist to make an actual anime of. I'm thinking about spending thousands of dollars for this. I'm not even kidding. This shit is not going to be fucking cheap. But I want to pay an anime studio to make 2 clips for me. One for each transformation. And that way I could play it and it would be like super legit. You know, but that shit costs insane money. But that's fine. I'm okay with I'll spend it. I'm fine. I really want to come up with the idea first before spending that level of money. You know what I mean? I want like really good animation, and to get really good animation would cost a lot of money. So that's the problem. But that's fine. It's fine. We do this every day. We work every day, and I invest back into the channel as much as I can. Adair Soto gifting 1 hypnotic membership. Shout out to Adair Soto. I appreciate that, man. By the way, for the people who keep asking for a female hypnotic model, that is literally never happening. I'm sorry to be like a Debbie Downer, but that is never happening, bro. Like I am not pulling a Rev Says Desu. Absolutely fucking not. I'm good. I'm good. No hypno chair, no female model. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. I'd rather do the Gundam stuff. Monkey Man 04 with a 2. We coming for you, Camelot. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Camelot's streak is legendary, though. He's like almost at 500 in a row. So, but hey, we stream more, so we'll catch up. Ahmad with a 7 months says the road to 420 tier 1. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do this, man. And then the Gaming Mason for a 2. McDuckins is Hypnotic's true final form. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. No, he's dead. He's dead, unfortunately. Let's check Rumble one last time, and then we're going to get into the content. I think we're good. Yeah, Democulus is 100% right. Exactly. So I'm going to highlight that comment. Where is that? Because he is speaking truth. He is speaking truth. Where is it? Democulus, where are you? Where are you? Are they trying to hide you? Here we go. Hypnotic doesn't want the money wasted by chat not liking it. I agree. So with McDuggins, everybody wanted McDuggins. Everybody said they wanted McDuggins, right? It was a huge thing. People said they wanted McDuggins. And then I spent over $2,000 on McDuggins only for people to like want it dead. So actually I spent more than that because I got a controller animation made for McDuggins also that I never got to use, but I paid the guy anyway for the work because I didn't want to not pay him, obviously. But I spent over $2,000 making McDuggins, and I mean that was that. So that's why I said like the next thing. Yeah, you guys think VTubing is cheap? It's not fucking cheap. It's not cheap. Especially if you want to do it right, it's not cheap. But yeah, the next thing that I figure out I want to do, I want to make sure I want to make sure it's something I really want to do. So that way, whether people hate it or not, I don't care because I want to do it. You know what I mean? With McDuggins is a little bit more extreme. But I think with something like Gundams and stuff, I think it would be a lot easier to kind of, put into it. But whatever. Regardless, it is what it is, man. But yes, McDuggins cost over $2,000. To be technical, I believe McDuggins cost almost $2,700 with everything combined. Because I had to make it so that McDuggins could be able to utilize the ears. I had to make it so that there was a arm animation for McDuggins for the controller. That was like $500 itself. Yeah. Because I can't use the controllers. Like, you guys know I have the controller for Griffcast, right? So I have like, where is it at? I have this controller right here. This controller costs $500. Let me show you. This controller right here to get my character to do this so that it looks better on screen. And I really take presentation very seriously. So like to make it look this good on screen, to look like I'm playing a video game, that was $500. To design that, animate that, to make the hands and everything, that was $500. Yeah. But here's the thing, like you can't, it just doesn't, it only works with this model. So let's say I go to McDuggins, right? You want to see something crazy? I go to McDuggins, right? Really quick, and watch what happens. I never even programmed the controller. I had a controller for McDuggins, but I never programmed it, right? So you have to buy and animate a separate McDuggins, otherwise it doesn't roll over. So I had to pay twice. And I never got to use the second one. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But it's all right, bro. It's all right. It is what it is, man. What are we doing? So anyway, all I'm trying to say is I have zero issues reinvesting into the channel again to entertain people. I love you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this every day. I have no problems doing that. But needless to say, McDuggins, considering that over half the people probably didn't like it, that was a massive financial loss. Because I don't care how much money anybody has, nobody wants to lose $2,000-$3,000, right? So the next one that I do, whatever I do, I'm gonna make sure it's something that's enjoyable by as many people as possible, including myself. Anyway, all right, we're fully caught up. No, we're not. I'm completely lying like an asshole. We got Gaming Mason. I already said this one. M-Lock becomes a member all on his own. M-Lock, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And then we got Seabrew for a 2 for McDuggin. Sonia Minecrafted them. Hashtag McDuggin saves lives. It wasn't just Sonia. Everybody likes to joke and say it was just Sonia, but it wasn't. It was a lot of people. Raptor Kratos with a 2. Don't give these people anything hypnotic. Hey, listen, man, these people take care of me. I take care of them. It is what it is. But it got so bad to the point where, truthfully speaking, nobody wanted to support the channel, at least monetarily anyway. Nobody wanted to support the channel because McDuggins, they didn't want McDuggins to come out. That's how bad it was. And I was like, really? This is where we're at? I was genuinely shocked, So I was like, all right, well, there's that. It was crazy. Crazy stuff. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. The channel's fine. We're all fine. Everything's fine. Give us a chair? No. I will not give you the chair. I will not give you a female hypnotic. No. Okay, let's get into the next topic, boys. Come on. We talked about McDuggins for a bit. I could probably turn that into a whole clip segment on Hypnotic Gaming Live. Like the stream. We lost 40 people talking about McDuggins. I guess they got upset. Who really knows? We're going to talk about Wuchang really quick. Let's get this topic about Wuchang covered. And then we're going to talk about the big one. Itch.io. Should be called bitch.io, but that's fine. That's fine. Salty Surprise says, I miss McDuggins so much. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to take the ears off for this segment so I can record it. But we're going to talk about Wuchang. The reason why we're going to talk about Wuchang is because obviously the game's getting felted right now in terms of reviews. People are having a lot of issues running the game on PC. Me personally, I've had 0 issues, but I understand that people are not going to want to hear that because, I have a very strong PC. And they're like, well, you have an overpowered PC. That's why. And I'm like, well, I had an overpowered PC and I still had issues with Monster Hunter Wilds. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we're going to talk about Wuchang because apparently the developers have responded. They have responded, FYI. They have responded to the backlash, the criticism, and the frustration. They've responded, and I have not read what they said. So we're going to see what they have to say. All right? Let me start off on this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Now, Wuchang was a video game that a lot of people were hyped for, and I still believe that a lot of people still are hyped for. But the big issue right now with Wuchang Fallen Feathers is the fact that it is getting absolutely decimated for the reviews. It is getting review bombed to the max. And I don't mean that in a falsified review bomb necessarily. I just mean that most people are reviewing it negatively, even after only playing it for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. They're reviewing it negatively because of the overwhelming issues that the game supposedly has on PC in terms of performance. Now, for me personally, I kind of already saw this coming. I remember talking about this on stream, speaking about the fact that when I played Black Myth Wukong on the maximum settings, I had a lot of performance issues. The game was laggy in a lot of different areas. The game was also crashing as well. It then come to find out, well, it's a problem with the game, right? These Chinese developers don't exactly have a lot of experience when it comes to AAA games. So I don't believe they're going to be super, I guess you could say super good in terms of performance. But now we have Wuchang suffering a very similar fate. But the difference is that for me personally, and I can only speak for me personally, I haven't experienced any issues with Wuchang Fallen Feathers. I almost questioned whether or not most people realized there was a day one NVIDIA game driver update for this game. I talked to a couple of people off screen, and they asked me about the performance, and my first question to them was, did you install the new driver? And all of them didn't even realize there was a new driver. Maybe they have their notifications turned off for GeForce. I really don't know. But regardless, even people with the driver installed are still having issues. So we have to talk about it. And apparently the developers have also finally responded. Wuchang Fallen Feathers Studio responds to recent criticism and player frustration. So the developer of the newly released Souls-like action RPG Wuchang Fallen Feathers has officially issued a response to players experiencing problems with the game's performance. Some fans have had trouble redeeming pre-order rewards, and in some regions, Wuchang Fallen Feathers has been priced incorrectly, drawing even more ire from those eager to give the Chinese development title a try. Now, I didn't have any issues. I had the deluxe edition, and I was able to get all my pre-order rewards. Once you're in a certain part of the game, very close to beginning, you're able to get all the rewards pretty quickly from this one particular chest. So I don't really know what issues they might be having there. I thought it was all automatic, at least on Steam anyway. Hours after the launch on July 24th, Wuchang Fallen Feathers reached an incredible Steam milestone, boasting over 100,000 concurrent players on the platform. And keep in mind, all of that happened within like 3 minutes. The game had over 100,000 concurrent players within 3 minutes. And now, last I checked, the game dropped all the way down to like 17,000 players. I'm sure the number's higher now at the time of recording this video because it's a Chinese primary, game. So it's probably higher right now. But still, this game shot up so fast, so high within just a couple of minutes of release. The highly anticipated Souls-like title was first announced in 21, but excitement reached a fever pitch after it was shown off during June of 24 Xbox Game Showcase, promising stunning visuals and unique combat. But in a new statement posted on Steam, Lenzi Games and 505 Games have addressed problems with Wuchang Fallen Feathers optimization on PC, along with several other issues. According to the developer, an upcoming patch will improve the game's performance. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Black Myth Wukong, okay? Black Myth Wukong ran really shit for like 3 days. And the developer put out a patch so quickly that fixed a lot of the issues for a lot of people, including myself, where I was able to play the game on extreme settings, right? At first, I had to lower the game to high settings in order to be able to play it, but I was able to put it back to extreme once the patch came out, and it was smooth ever since. They acted very quickly. This developer seems like they're doing the same exact thing, hopefully. It seems like they're acting very quickly. They're going to have a new patch that is going to improve performance, which many players have dubbed another unstable Unreal Engine 5 title. But unfortunately, the release date of this patch is unknown at this time. And additionally, some players have been unable to claim their pre-order rewards, which the developer claims is due to a bug that will also be addressed in the upcoming patch. So it seems like this patch is aiming to fix a lot of the nonsense that is currently happening with this game. But at the end of the day, experience or not, it is unacceptable to release a game in this, in this state. It is unacceptable. I'm sure the game is going to get fixed. I'm sure it's going to run beautifully. I'm sure it's going to be amazing once it's done, getting fixed. But the truth of the matter is it puts a really bad taste in people's mouth, and it makes them look at you differently when you announce that you're going to release another game in the future. It makes you not look good, and a lot of people need to realize this. But anyway, you have, as a gesture of goodwill, all players who purchase the title on Steam will receive a free digital copy of the game's soundtrack. And anyone who buys the deluxe edition will get a new exclusive costume in a future update. The studio is also aware that Wuchang Fallen Feathers has been priced incorrectly in certain regions and is working to correct this. After a while, you kind of have to wonder how much of this has to do with Unreal Engine 5, right? How many games have we seen? And let's say like 3 years, right? Or 2 years, even 2 years. How many games have we seen in just 2 years that Unreal Engine 5 has been absolute shit with? I mean, it is just one of these engines that every single studio is continuing to use and yet doesn't seem to know how to optimize. At some point, is it the developers or is it the engine? I really don't know. All I know is that Epic Games is behind Unreal Engine 5, and we all know that Epic Games likes to try to entice developers to make games with their engine by offering them, whatever perks they could possibly do to try to get them to make games with their engine. Still, it's just way too many games. Way too many Unreal Engine 5 games have released. Absolute trash. And at some point, we got to start asking questions. But in any case, I will say that this is good, that they're going to be giving away a couple of free things. I mean, listen, people would rather play the game with no issues than have a free item, but obviously the free item doesn't hurt. Then it says that those with an Xbox Game Pass subscription can play Wuchang Fallen Feathers right now, which, FYI to that, more heavy hitters will be added too, with Grounded 2 coming to Ultimate Tier on July 29th and Gears of War Reloaded scheduled release on August 26th. So, again, the reviews have been pretty damn ugly. All right. At the time of publishing, the split was jarring for Wuchang, with just 16.3% of all reviews showing some kind of positivity. Now, one thing I did talk about with this particular game is that I wonder how many people that booted up this game and played this game, how many of them actually adjusted their settings. I gotta wonder, right? PC gaming is more popular than it's ever been. We have a lot of a lot of console players coming over to PC, and they are buying like mid-tier PCs usually. Not many of them buy like the high-end PCs to start with, but they'll buy a mid-end PC and then they won't even adjust the settings. And the funny thing is, I believe this game starts with really high settings regardless of your computer. So you have to go in and adjust things. If you don't go in and adjust things, you're going to end up with a bad experience. I got to imagine how many people don't actually spend the time to adjust things, because you got people leaving reviews after 20 or 30 minutes of playing the game. So did you play the game or did you play with the settings? Because if you play with the settings, I don't see how you did that and played the game within 30 minutes. It just seems a little bit weird to me. But regardless, again, I'm not trying to downplay people's issues. There are clearly problems with this game. It is unacceptable, and the developer has to fix it as fast as humanly possible. And hopefully they can fix it as fast as Wuchang did, because Wuchang did not waste any time. It says the 7,300 negative reviews for Wuchang are mostly bagging about the game's performance and stability. Many comments claim that Unreal Engine is causing immense issues in merely exploring the world and fighting run-of-the-mill enemies. For instance, one user wrote that Unreal Engine 5 games are a hit or miss when it comes to performance, and in this case, it's a miss, unfortunately. Well, that's probably due to the experience of the developers with the engine, right? If this is their first game, if this is their first AAA game or their first game in general using Unreal Engine 5, you can almost guarantee there is going to be problems. Another question, the quality of the engine. Another unstable Unreal Engine 5 title. Why are we not optimizing these games properly and promoting the use of frame gen or upscaling to fix the issue, then making it an accessible feature if needed? Even the positive reviews appear to be tongue-in-cheek, with players praising Wuchang's appearance or some of her more revealing outfits and awarding the game a higher score as a result. So it's kind of all over the place right now. Here's what I hope happens. I hope Wuchang gets fixed. I hope people get what they want, and that eventually the reviews are going to slowly start to shift towards the more positive sentiment. I think a lot of people would be willing to change their reviews if the game ends up getting fixed within reasonable time. But if they take forever to fix this game for the majority of people, it's not going to look good, right? Just because I'm not having issues with this game doesn't mean other people are not having issues with this game. And I really hate the mindset that some people have where they're like, well, it doesn't affect me, so who cares, right? I really hate that mindset. I've never had that mindset, right? My PCs has always been a very powerful PC. I've been very blessed to be able to have and save money for a very powerful PC. But not a lot of people are like that, especially people who are new to PC gaming. And these games should be able to run fairly well on mid-tier PCs, no problem. And if it's not, well, it's a problem of either the game or the engine. Whoever you want to blame, that's up to you. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think it's deserved for Wuchang? Do you think they're even going to fix the problems? Do you think it's going to take them forever? Do you think it's going to be fast? Whatever you may be thinking, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys let me know in the chat, man. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Are we blaming the developers, or are we blaming Unreal Engine 5? I actually want to know what you guys think. What is the game at right now? How many people are playing this game? Let's see. Wuchang Fallen Feathers. 45,000 people are playing this game right now. That is That is a big loss. That is a huge fucking loss, man. You're blaming both? Fair. I would probably say that's pretty fair. This is a huge loss. Look at this, man. 45,000 players playing right now. 131,000 all-time peak. Look at this. At the top of the top, and then bam! Bro, this shit dropped from 131,000 to 17,000. God, that's crazy. And then when it came back up again, it's only at 45,000. Oof. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. That's insane. That's insane. That's I haven't seen a drop like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Stefan said respect to not taking their perspective, but performance being an issue. A time for people to come out of the woodwork like it's a roll call for people that don't have issues. Yeah. I have never been the type of person that'll pretend like issues don't exist just because they don't affect me, right? Because I've said this so many times, and then I'll have people come into my chat. Like I had somebody who came into my chat the other day. He was nice, like he wasn't rude or anything. I mean, maybe he was a little crazy at first, but he wasn't rude. But he basically said like, stop promoting this game, and I'm like, what? And then he's like, stop promoting this game because it has really bad performance issues on PC. And I'm like, bro, nobody's promoting this game. I review video games. That's what I do. I take my personal thoughts out of it. I just review the game for what it is. And we had already talked about the performance issues before you even showed up, you know? And people are going to have their opinions about it. But it's like, and then he tried to say that, well, it's because of my streamer PC. I think he called it like a streamer PC. I think you guys can let me know in the chat if you were there. I think he's like, well, it's because of your streamer PC that you're able to play with no problems. I'm like, what's a streamer PC? What's a streamer PC? No, but seriously, I was like, dude, I get it. I totally understand. Like, whatever. You want to talk about how good my computer is? Fine, I guess. But the simple fact is I acknowledged like the issues with the game. I acknowledge the problems that people are having, but it's my job to review the fucking game. Like people are looking for gameplay of the game. And at the start of every stream, I tell people what I am playing on. I say it all the time. I have it memorized, right? I tell everybody I'm playing at 4K resolution on a 4090 graphics card with 128 gigs of RAM and an i9 processor. Like I tell people this all the time. It's repeat every single time. But whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But he was nice after the fact, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Streamer PC sounds like he was trying to take a jab at you. I don't know, maybe. I really don't care. I don't care. When I play my games, it is just straightforward about the game. I'm not going to talk about wokeness. I'm not going to talk about political correctness or non-political correctness. I'm just going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, whatever that may be. Whether people agree with it or not, I don't care. And that way people can have as much of an objective view on the game and as much information as possible. Because my whole goal with Griffcast is to give people information. The gaming industry is trying to withhold information from you. They don't like being transparent. They like to only give you the information that is filtered through their PR reps or their shills, and I hate that shit. So I just want to give you the info, and you do with that as you can. And if it helps you make a buying decision, then that's awesome. That's what I care about. That's for me is what I care about. Toxin says he has a Gooter PC. he has a Gooter PC. Nice. Great job. Great job. Holy shit. Another crisis situation? Maybe. But see, the thing is, crisis was genuinely like mind-blowing for its time. Wuchang is not mind-blowing. Does Wuchang look good? Absolutely. The game looks incredible, beautiful, actually. Especially if you play on the highest settings, it looks amazing. But is it mind-blowing? Not really. Not really. Somebody asked the question, Hypnotic, do you have a good monitor, though? Wait, so you think I'm going to play on a crazy PC and not have a good monitor? Of course I have a good monitor. See, I used to have a 49-inch OLED ultra-wide monitor, but I didn't exactly like playing video games on it like that. I also didn't like the streaming setup with it. I like to do the fucking Gullwing style, you know, the two screens vertical on the sides and the main screen in the middle. So now I have a 34-inch 4K resolution, 200 some odd hertz. I don't know, I forgot. Fucking Samsung 34-inch like crazy OLED monitor. That's basically it. That's what I have. But it's not an ultra wide. It's like a standard. It's a standard, you know, standard setup. I prefer that personally. You never heard my monitor is all? Yeah, because I usually don't talk about it. It's not something that people really usually care about, but hey, you care about it, so I'm glad I could help you. Okay. I'm a vertical monitor person only for the sides. I have 3 monitors. So I have 2 vertical monitors, one on the left, one on the right, and I have the main 34-inch monitor in the middle. That's the OLED monitor. The 2 monitors on the side are just for information. They're for chat. They're to help me read chat. I have Rumble on the left, YouTube on the right, and it allows me to just handle everything accordingly. You know? Okay. Now it's time to get into the main topic, boys. Is there any super chats we got to catch up on? Look at this motherfucker, Mr. Rouge. God damn, bro, Mr. Rouge. You trying to make my nerd penis small? This motherfucker just flat out said I got myself an 85-inch 8K Neo LED. Bro, what the fuck, man? What the I got felt. That's insane, bro. That's insane, man. God damn, bro. This is Mr. Rouge, but except it's ABF.
His power level is amazing. It's spectacular.
It's crazy, man. Unbelievable. I have an 85-inch TV too, but it's nowhere near that good. Nowhere near that good, Mr. Rouge. You got me beat on that one. Fucking flexed, bro. He absolutely flexed. All right, we do have a couple of super chats to catch up on, so let's do that. We got Mr. Rouge for a 5. Instead of the bunny ears, I would have flames like your Hero Academia wallpaper. I never complained about him as I can't see him. It's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Something crazy like that. I don't know. I want to experiment with some stuff. Thank you, Mr. Rouge, for the 5. You fucking legend. We got a Hornstar with a 5. I got a chip in with Wuchang. I run a mid-range rig with a Ryzen 7 5700X on AM4 with a 7800 XT and getting just over 100 FPS on 4K resolution or 3440 1440p and run smooth. So at 1440p is getting over 100 FPS. That's actually really good. That's really good. Shout out to Hornstar. Yeah, I really feel like people are just not. Again, I don't want to downplay it. I do not want to downplay it at all. But I just can't shake the feeling that a lot of people who are leaving reviews after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't think that you adjusted your settings. I think you logged into the game, you just let it be at whatever it was, and you saw yourself lagging, and you're like, this game sucks. And then that was it. I feel like that's some people. That's clearly not everybody, though. That's not everybody. Kyle B with a 5. The pick I sent you is Hypnotic the Battle Mage. I thought it would give you a few ideas for an upgrade RPG mode. And no, it's not a fucking chair. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I really do. Mr. Rouge with a 2. Ask at Threat Interactive. He has a YouTube channel. I will keep note of that, Mr. Rouge. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, we are good here. We're good here. All right, perfect. Perfect. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's go. We're going to do the final topic of the evening and the spiciest one of them all. The spiciest one of them all. We need to talk about itch.io, also now known as bitch.io, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about that. I'm secure in my monitor. You sure about that? You sure about that? I'm going to drink some water. Give me a second. I agree with this statement. PC gaming is about having a balance PC spec-wise. I agree. If you have like a powerful graphics card, but your motherboard sucks dick, RAM sucks dick, everything sucks, like that's gonna be a problem, obviously. Hypno farted on mute. You wish. Is that what you're into? It's okay. All right, so itch.io, man. Itch.io is a website, just so you guys know before I get into it. Itch.io is a website where a lot of developers upload their video games, usually like indie games. They upload a lot of indie games or gooder games, adult games. You know what I mean? Like they upload that kind of stuff. But apparently, itch.io is taking it one step further than Steam. Steam is only taking down, and I don't mean only because it's fucked up that they're doing it, but Steam is taking down some of the most egregious stuff, but they're keeping the other adult games up, right? But itch.io is not doing that. Itch.io is removing all adult games, supposedly. Not just some, all. They went full nuclear. Full nuclear, supposedly. We'll see. We got to read into this a little bit more. But we have their full statement here on their website that we're gonna go over. We have de-indexed all of the there it is. That answers that question. This is gonna be spicy. This is gonna be spicy. Let's talk about it. Let me take the ears off. All right, here we go. You thought that's all they were? No. You can upload other games. You can upload other games to itch.io. There's other games, not just adult games. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So as we all expected, everything is going to roll downhill. And once it rolls downhill, it's going to roll downhill very, very quickly. So as you guys are aware, Steam was one of the most recent digital retailers that decided it was in their best interest to change their terms of service to reflect certain extreme adult games because certain feminists known as Collective Shout wanted to complain to payment processors because since they have no power governmentally, they wanted to utilize their fake victim narrative to try to go after the money, or at least the payment processors, and force their hand to try to make them nervous. And then after that, now the payment processors, who are the real ones that are causing all this nonsense, they decided to go after Steam. Well, guess what? It never just stops at one particular retailer. It always keeps going and going and going. This is the problem with censorship. Censorship never just stops at whatever you think it's going to stop at. You might be cheering this on now because there are people that you are ideologically against, that you feel like their games are getting taken down, so you're celebrating it in your bedroom while you look at the mirror very lonely every day. You are celebrating this because the chuds are getting owned in your own mind. But here's what's going to happen. They're going to come for you. Technically, they already did. Itch.io is the latest site to strike down adult games following payment provider pleas. Now, here's the thing. We have the statement, the full official statement from itch.io. And the funny thing is, they took it one step further. They went way farther than Steam did because Steam took down the most egregious games. But you know what itch.io is doing? They're taking everything down. Everything. All the adult, not safe for work content is coming down. In their statement, it says, we have de-indexed all adult and not safe for work content from our browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Now, listen, do you really think that they are truly sorry? Do you really think that IO is sorry at all? I really don't believe that they're sorry in the slightest, right? I feel like they know exactly what they're doing. They know that this is going to piss off a majority of their client base, which, by the way, it has, because we have some Twitter threads that we are going to go over where they get absolutely destroyed, not even by a community note. A community note, number one, but number two, they try to claim that it was misinformation, the community note, and then they get felted right after that anyway. So we're going to talk about it. Let's go over their statement first and see what IO has to say. So it says, recently we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on the platform before being banned back in April. The organization Collective Shout launched a campaign against Steam and IO, directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. So this is wild. This is wild. They are naming the company. They are naming Collective Shout in their statement. This is wild, because this proves that as much as they like to say, oh, it wasn't us, we were just holding you up to terms of service. Oh, no, it very clearly was you. You guys are the ones that started being Karens on the internet and trying to complain about legal fictional content. And now these payment processors think that they can become publishers and decide what the adults can look at and what they can't look at. It's absolutely insane. But in any case, our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform. Well, apparently not the ones who make adult content. You don't care about them. To ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers, we must prioritize our relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. So this is a PR. This is a PR statement that basically I'm going to translate it, right? It basically says to ensure that we can continue doing what we need to do for all developers, except for the ones who make adult content, we must bend the knee basically to our payment partners, which again, they have no choice because they don't have their own payment processing, and they have to take immediate steps towards, you know, basically being having a knee on the back of their neck, no pun intended. This is a time critical moment for IO. The situation developed rapidly, and we had to act urgently to protect the platform's core payment infrastructure. Unfortunately, this meant it was not realistic to provide creators with advance notice before making this change. We know this is not ideal, and we apologize for the abruptness of this change. So you know what's crazy, man? What's crazy to me is that the amount of power, number one, we already know the amount of power the payment processors are just absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason why any of these companies, Visa or MasterCard, should be deciding what adults do in their free time. Absolutely zero. There is no reason. There's no logical reason whatsoever. People are going to be like, oh, yeah, there is. It makes the company look bad if they take money for this. I'm like, they're not, bro, they are payment processors. They're not publishers. They don't have a digital platform. There are multiple websites that use these payment processors. And guess what? A lot of them are adult websites. What do you think? All these adult websites don't use Visa or MasterCard? Do you think that doesn't happen? Of course it happens. So why is it that these particular games are being targeted? I'll tell you why. It's because for some odd reason, nobody knows why, because these people have no following, but Collective Shout has apparently enough connections to be able to push all this nonsense onto the payment processors, or they have somebody over there in these companies, somebody that they must know to get to the top of the top and to enact this level of censorship. You can clearly see that IO was forced to do this relatively quickly. They had to do it very fast. So it makes me seem like they got a threat via email by, let's say, Visa, MasterCard, or whatever. And I bet you that said, if you don't change these things within 7 days, well, that's it. We're going to pull out. And that's where things get really, really ridiculous. But our ability to process payments, again, is critical for every creator on the platform. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of content to ensure that we can meet the requirements of our payment processors. Pages will remain de-indexed as we complete our review. So here's what we're doing. Okay, here's what they are doing, I should say. What IO is doing is that they have delisted all not safe for work content. Everything is delisted. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's gone. It means that it's delisted or de-indexed, so you can't find it whatsoever. What they're doing is they took everything down because they want to audit all of the not safe for work content, and they want to be able to decide what is going to stay and what is not going to stay. And once their review is complete, they will introduce new compliance measures for not safe for work pages. This will include a new step where creators must confirm that their content is allowable under the policies of the respective payment processors linked to their account. That is crazy, man. There is no reason why these companies should have this level of power, and yet here we are, right? And the beautiful thing is that this also includes the non-straight stuff, right? All the LGBTQ stuff, all the hardcore, like, you know, I don't know, furry stuff, whatever, all that stuff is gone. Everything has been delisted. Everything is gone. This is not just affecting the straight people, right? It's not just affecting the chuds. No, like all the games that are marked not safe for work, whether they're gay, straight, furry, or otherwise, it doesn't matter. It's all been delisted. Everything. So all the people who were cheering for censorship because they thought it was only affecting the chuds, I feel like that's going to bite them in the ass, which we already knew that was going to happen. You know, Asmongold did a video today talking about, or like a day ago, talking about this. And he said, you know, something very good. He said that basically it's hilarious that these people think that it's just going to stop with this. Of course, it's not going to stop with this. We all know it's not going to stop with this, right? But part of this review will see home pages being permanently removed from IO. Affected accounts will be notified via their account's email address for our support address. You can reply to that email if you have any follow-up questions. We ask for your patience and understanding as we navigate this challenging period. I'm sorry we cannot share more at this time. We are still getting a full understanding of the situation ourselves. We will post a follow-up on our blog of this situation. So all of this happened within literally just a couple of days. If these people don't even know what's happening, if IO doesn't even understand the situation as to what's happening, they literally have a gun to their heads. These payment processors are threatening these digital retailers, and they have a gun to every single one of their heads, and they're saying, you will remove this right now, which is crazy because this content is not illegal. None of this content is illegal. So they're trying to be the ones who are basically lawmakers now. Who the fuck gave them that power? Obviously, I asked that rhetorically, but who gave them that power, I wonder. Anyway, so here's their post on X. If you guys look on X, itch.io made this statement, right? After that, guess what happened? It got community noted. Several people have reported missing games in their library recently. The community note was not spreading misinformation. IO has deleted games for people who bought them without refund and refuses to acknowledge it. So apparently, you know how with Steam, they allow you to keep your games? Even if they take them down, they allow you to keep your games. Well, IO apparently has been deleting the games from people's libraries and then keeping the money. They're going one step further, and then they try to say that that's not what's happening. Well, there are screenshots that are showing that that's exactly what's happening. And you know what's hilarious? This is not even the original community note. This is the updated community note. Let's read what happened. IO says there is a community note that was previously on this post that was sharing misinformation. For clarification, here is the following. Pages that are de-indexed are still accessible in your library. Pages have not been removed from your collections or library as part of the broader review. Some pages may have received a content notice. There are pages where our team concluded we can't support their business anymore. These notices apply to the individual page. Assuming the creator has not removed the files themselves or taken down the page, the downloadable files of those games are still available in your library if you have previously purchased or received a download key. So they're trying to say that they're not taking away games, and they're trying to say that they're not doing what these people are saying they're doing, but they actually are. There are some posts down here. This is hilarious, by the way. Look at this. The myth of artistic freedom. I want to draw it. I want to see it. I don't. MasterCard and Visa. Isn't there some random payment process you forgot to ask? Oh, my God. Zero Dozer says you destroyed your own site to heed to actual PDFs whose only interest is to destroy entertainment. What are your plans with regards to searching for different payment processors? Assuming you're not just going to roll over and take this. No, they absolutely are going to take this. They 100% are going to take this. There is no doubt about it. You remove games from the libraries of people who already paid for them. That is theft. Guys, after you're done yelling at IO, go bully MasterCard, Visa, and PayPal. They are the culprits of this censorship. This person says, not even reading this, you deleted games in the middle of the night for the majority of users. You gave no warnings. You delisted all of the not safe for work games. What is next? We'll wake up another day to find all of the violent content gone, queer content, games that name alcohol. So it seems like a lot of the people, they may not necessarily be on the right side of things. They may be on the left side of things, are starting to wake up to this and say, hey, you might have a little bit of a problem on your hand. They're coming after your games. They're trying to delete the games. You think they're going to let you keep them? Probably not, especially not this particular company. Steam is letting you keep them, to my knowledge. I haven't heard of anybody that has gotten their games deleted from Steam. Even when No Mercy was a problem, they didn't delete that game whatsoever. Even when the developer removed it from Steam, they still didn't delete it. So you need to fight back. Payment processors should not control what you sell or what we buy. I agree. Removing games without refunds is going to get you sued, by the way. I would agree with that. What you should have done is added more payment options and told Visa, etc., that you wouldn't comply with their blatant antitrust policies. So, oh, look at this. They're removing your installed games too. Big oof. This was the original community note. IO has not just delisted games, but removed them from libraries of people who have paid for them without refunds. They do not acknowledge this anywhere. So, again, they're getting completely, utterly cooked. And rightfully so. They should be getting completely, utterly cooked. But here's the beautiful thing. Shout out to Madam Savvy. Madam Savvy, like I told you guys in the last stream, was getting in contact with one of the Japanese politicians that has recently updated their profile. I don't think it had it before, but it has it now. Maybe it had it before. I'm not sure. It says anti-censorship. This person, Zikurishi, over in Japan, is helping to fight Visa and MasterCard, and Savvy has passed off all the information that she has about Collective Shout to this person. And the beautiful thing is that this person acknowledged Madam Savvy. Let's check it out. He says, "Thank you for sharing this information about Collective Shout. I believe that these escalating movements to restrict expression have the potential to shrink and destroy the global content industry. The reality of these movements is still largely unknown in Japan. To be fair, it's largely unknown here as well. We don't know who gave them this power or why they're doing this outside of just being angry, dusty women. But anyway, it's unknown in Japan, so I would like to inform the Japanese public and also deliver it to the DEI. I would be extremely grateful if you could provide me with any information. I would also be grateful if you could provide me any information from the content industry or from overseas people who are trying to protect freedom of expression who are reading this. So if you guys if you guys are not following this person, I would probably go follow this person. His handle is Zikurishi. Go follow this person. I'm going to follow him right now. Follow him and put some of your evidence. Put your evidence in the comments. Put your evidence in the comments right here. There's only 94 comments on this post. We need more. If you have evidence of censorship, you have evidence of anything, post it here in the comments and get your voices heard. Savvy's absolutely killing it. She's getting everybody that matters to, basically see what's going on here. But all I want to say is, unfortunately, we have another situation where another company has been forced to bend the knee like a good little bitch, and they are now basically removing all not safe for work games on this platform. If you utilize this platform before, let it be known that they went one step way above Steam and are deleting everything until they can figure out what they want to allow to stay and what they deem is not allowed to stay. Not because it's illegal, not because of anything like that, but because, well, some 56-year-old fucking feminist dusty bitch didn't like the content and thinks you are not allowed to have it because she says so. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do you agree with IO? Do you hate what they're doing? Do you, wish that this would all end? Whatever that may be in the comments, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting the like and the subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, man, this is crazy shit. Preach. Thank you. I appreciate you. Genetic Spore knockout. It's a murder. They didn't stay in their lane. Do they even know what their lane is? Do the feminists even know seriously what their lane is? You know what's crazy? I don't even want to call them feminists because feminists don't even like them. So like, what the fuck do we even call them? These women are going to start a consumer crash. This I agree with. I agree with this. So what's going to happen is these women, now that they got that one win with no mercy, they are now going after everybody, literally everybody. They are trying to take down every little thing they possibly can. They're going after every little person they possibly can. They are going to be the definition of fuck around and find out. They are like so you guys know what happened to the LGBTQ movement? Where it started off really simple, right? It was LGB, we just want to get married, whatever. Now it's LGB, the fucking entire alphabet, and we want to twerk naked in front of your kids in public streets. That slippery slope did happen, right? And the fact that everybody hates that shit now because of the fact they didn't know when to stop, it's the same thing happening here with censorship. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when to say, hey, we got a couple of wins. Let's relax a little bit. Because if we continue to push too much, we are going to go way overboard and people are going to fucking decimate us. And that is what's going to happen to this feminist movement. And again, I don't even know if I should call them feminists because feminists hate them. So what do we even call them at this point? But that's exactly what's going to happen. They are going to push too far to the point where that's it. This is going to cause a crash out. You're going to have all kinds of people fighting them, leftists, centrists, right-wingers, gooners, everything. Everybody's going to be fighting them, and it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Yeah, I know. So they're apparently currently going after X and Elon, which I think is hilarious because you really think Elon is going to give a fuck what you say? Bro, maybe I'm wrong, but this is the same guy that told everybody else to go fuck themselves. Right? It's the same guy that told Bob Iger to go fuck himself. You really think that he's going to care? I don't know. I guess we'll see. We shall see. We'll see. We'll see. You never know, because I thought Steam would fight against them, and apparently not. Dragon Master with a 5. We need to get FBI to investigate these credit card companies and their communication with this group. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I think that we absolutely positively need like an investigation into like some sort of discovery into who are they talking to and who was pulling the strings. You know, Dragon with a 5. Activists always push the envelope on any issue. Yeah, but the thing is, there are some activists that do know when to stop or at least shut the fuck up while they got their win for the time being. But there are some activists that don't, and this is one of them. They don't know when to shut up. They don't know when to take a major W for them, right? Obviously, this censorship against adult games, that's a major W for them. They should shut the fuck up now. Because if they don't, they're going to cause such... I mean, it's already too late. It's too late. It's too late. They've already caused a shitstorm. They've already caused... It's too late. They can't shut the fuck up now. They might as well... They might as well just go for the gold, and we're going to have a fight on our hands. That's basically it. That's basically it. Okay. Deadeye's Luck for $1 over on Rumble says, IO needs a cure for the itch for Ben knees nuts. And that's Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. That's Rumble. That's Rumble. Okay. We are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate you. We're going to be doing the waifu battle now. So for those of you that are going to be leaving because you don't like boobs, just a couple of things. Obviously, join me on Griffcast. I don't think I'm going to be doing one tonight, but I'll probably be doing one tomorrow morning and definitely in the afternoon as we continue to play Wuchang. A lot of you guys are showing up for that stream. We have like thousands of you coming into the stream throughout the stream. So thank you guys so much for hanging out over there. Join us and you know, see if you like the game or not. That's basically it. That's the game I'm currently reviewing. And then, of course, join me for Hypnocast tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. I appreciate it. Let's get into the waifu battle and let's close out the stream. This was a lot of fun. We got to talk about a lot of good shit. We went way over time. We're 20 minutes over time, but you know what? That's fine. Good conversation drags us there. So I'm okay with that. Let's go. All right, boys. Waifu Battle is here. Now, if you guys are unaware, man, what like, I don't know what kind of fucking anime betrayal we are watching right now, but Sai, bro, she absolutely destroyed Tay yesterday. It was fucking crazy. It was damn near illegal. Damn near illegal. And yes, we have another Persona 5 waifu because, of course, we do. So let's go over the rules of engagement before we bring out the challenger that's going to go up against her. And considering how powerful this waifu is, I had to bring out someone that I think could take her down. Somebody that is legendary in the waifu battle. So stick around. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle canon will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way, yes, she was already dethroned. The only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. And if you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu, you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the champion who is Sai, or you could vote for the challenger who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We don't understand the rules, but that's okay because I'm going to test your loyalty today. Oh my God, Deadeye's Lock is literally voting $2 right now on Rumble for Sai and saying lawyer/DA. Oh man, we are gooning. We are absolutely gooning already. I haven't even brought out the challenger. All right, listen, I'm testing loyalties, okay? I'm testing loyalties. I understand that you guys really like Sai. I even understand that you really like Persona, okay? I understand it. But I'm testing your fucking loyalty today, whether you like it or not. All right, boys. The challenger is going to go up against the overpowered Sai. Is going to be none other than the one and the only overpowered Samus Aran, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be your Persona waifu that you all seem to love so much, or is it going to be Samus? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see where the loyalties lie. Where do the loyalties lie? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Is it Persona or is it Metroid? Is it Samus? Is it Sai? Bounty Wolf says that is just not fair. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Samus versus Sai. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Look at that. Steven's like screams mean cop. It's a bit of an evil decision. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit of a troll. Yes. You can hear it in his voice. Hypnotic troll. Yes, I am. Oh yes. Deadeye's Lock has just switched it up. And he said for a $2, Samus Zero Suit Babe. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Deadeye's Lock has switched from Sai to Samus. Cyber Rider for $9.99 says, Samus, gotta vote for my true girl. Let's go. Let's figure it out. Listen, everybody says that they love the Persona waifus. They said they wanted more Persona waifus. They said the Persona waifu should be champion longer. Let's find out. Let's find out if it's really about, like, if you really love your Persona waifus, I better see it. I better see it. We got Just Stafford with $1.99 saying Samus, the fucking legend. Thank you, sir. Holy shit, where did he come from? Garrett Grant? Garrett Grant? Garrett Grant! Damn! With $100 Red Boy says Samus for the Snow Bunny Goat. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. Holy shit. Shout out to Garrett Grant. Ali Kusanagi with a $30 banger says Samus, my loyalty is with Metroid. Bricked. I think Persona is going to get felted. All the Persona fans out there, I don't know, man. I think it's not looking good for you. Toxin with a 2 says, Samus, that pick. Holy schmoly. Hey, it works. Serpentine says, fuck Persona. Mikey for 9 months says, mid as fuck. Is it really, though? Is it really, though? Beautiful Zexel with a 20. Zero Suit Samus for the win, for sure. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But you got to switch the name first. You got to put the name first. The name's got to be first. It can't be Zero Suit Samus. It's got to be Samus. Name's got to be first. JP Winslow for a 5. Samus. My post, so of course, sings to Samus. Put your legs on my shoulders. Hold me in your thighs, baby. Cut my air supply off. That's crazy. That's hardcore. BioT will put a 2 Psy just to not get 0. I was about to say, Psy is very close to getting banned completely. She is very close to getting banned completely. Jason Long for a 2 Sam is the best space babe. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Thank you so much. All right, let's bring down Samus. Let's bring down Samus. Now listen, Psy can't go without a fight, okay? Psy cannot go down without a fight. So we got to bring her out in the best glory. Here we go. The challenger. Oh no, the champion. Psy. Let's find out who's going to win. Is it going to be Psy or is it going to be Samus? Let's find out. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Oh, no. I do know that. I do know Zero Suit Samus. I know what that is. But again, the names are on the bottom. It says Samus. Just say Samus, man. Just say Samus. That's it. You don't got to be so fucking specific. Nice side pick. Thank you. She has knees. There you go. Hopefully it makes her come back because right now she's getting... It's not even close. She is getting done to her what she did to Tay yesterday. That's what's happening right now. But I don't know if she can come back from this. I think the Persona fans have completely abandoned their Persona waifus. It's going to have to be a very long time before we bring back the Persona waifus because this is pretty ugly, man. This is pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Just saying. Anti-Federal is paying with a 2. Over on Rumble says Samus, old school gamer, original gaming waifu. Pixel titties have come a long way. They sure have. They sure have. Beautiful Zexa with a 2. Samus happy. Yes, I'm happy. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful Zexa. Toxic with a 2. Sai. Onara. Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. More like Shinmi, Gonmi, Tensei pity. Bro. That's fucked up. Toxic said Sai Onara. That's crazy. That's crazy. BioT Wolf with a 2 says Sai just because I love her palace and the song. Very nice. Very nice. Yo, Garrett Grant with the pity vote for a 5 for Sai says out of respect for the picture. All right. All right. I respect that. But unfortunately, she is just way too behind. Way too behind. Unless somebody's gonna magically save her secretly at the countdown, I don't see how this is gonna go, you know. Although to be fair, if she beats Samus, I think that'll be insane. Dragon with a 10 says Samus 6'3" goddess. Nice. Shout out to Dragon. Thank you so much. Timothy says people are probably just butthurt that cold and ruthless lawyer chick beat out big titty goth girl doctor. Probably. People were a little bit upset when Tay got felted. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. The upset is part of the fun in the waifu battle. So you never know how this is gonna go, you know? You never know. Persona non grata? Oh shit. Those are very nice picks. Seriously, thank you. Well, I didn't make them, obviously. You guys shared them. Twisted Master for a 6. Sai and Samus split 3 and 3. Shout out to Twisted Master. Fucking legend. The guy dropped a banger in the last waifu battle. He is doing it the smart way, and he's splitting for Sai and Samus. Very smart. Very smart. All right. Sai is coming off the screen, and then we're going to do the final countdown. I think this is over. I think this is over, man. Holy shit. All right, here we go. The end of the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Twisted Master was the last super chat that is going to count with a 6, splitting it for Sai and Samus. And that was it. That was it. As expected, the Persona fans have let their waifu get completely and utterly destroyed. Let's fucking feed the ducks and the eagles. Let's feed the ducks and the eagles. Dragon with a 10 says, Samus, I'm Metro. She looking for fucking Dragon, man. Oh man, dude, this was dude. I'm gonna say this. So the Persona waifus are very volatile. They win once and then they lose right away. Holy shit. That is crazy. That is crazy. I thought that she could at least somewhat compete with Samus. Somewhat. She was very popular yesterday, but I guess not. Very volatile. What a shame. What a shame. It is what it is. Looks like we're not going to be able to have a Persona waifu for quite some time. T-Jap says Samus Aran at $179.72 versus Sai at $16. Which means the winner and the new Waifu Battle Champion is none other than the legendary Samus Aran, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit, put the music up. Let's go. Let's go. That was quick. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go, go, go. I highly doubt there's anybody coping and seething right now, but that's okay because we play it anyway.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Samus is going to go backstage, but she will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it because it's Battle Champions tomorrow, boys. We're going to definitely bring back another former champion and see what we got. We shall see what we got. All right, really quick. We got True Aztec Warrior with $1. Thank you so much, True Aztec Warrior. I appreciate that, you legend. Anti-Veto's Pain with a 2 says Samus, old school gamer, original gaming waifu pick. Oh, I already read that, but I'll read it again. Pixel titties have come a long way. Yes, I agree. All right, we are fully caught up everywhere. Shout out to all of you, and again, special shout out to the legend himself dropping that insane red boy, Garrett Grant, $100.
走りだと鳥に飛び立つだと進むから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深め未来今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to Garrett Grant. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the absolute insane $100 red boy. I appreciate that, man. All right, guys. That is it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. Make sure to go smell. Oh my God. I'm exhausted. Go tell Smash JT that we have officially hit 100 tier 2s in a row. I just want to fuck with him a little bit. Go tell Smash JT. But no, we're gonna be rating Cassie because it's her birthday. So let's raid Cult Classic Cage. We raid her every Thursday anyway. But let's raid Cult Classic Cage and make sure to tell her happy birthday from the Bigot Army. That would be awesome. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well. But I am out. I am done. I am gone. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it again, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.